Hello world, Wendy from Cali here with another Mixed Manny chat. We have a special guest today, Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Thanks Nala for gifting that to me this weekend. If you are here for the very first time, like and subscribe. We just pretty much do Manny chats. So basically it's me doing my nails, mostly with Collar Street, and just chatting about life. So if you're into that, stay here, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's get started. Again, I want to try to get this in one part, so I'm going to put a timer on and see if I can get it done in 30 minutes or less. Otherwise, there's going to be more than one part, and that means you'll just have more video of me to watch if you'd like. But really hoping that we can get it down in one part. So here we go. Alright, so this week's theme compliments of Tara Stoddard and her Mixed Manny challenges is the subscription box Color Play from Color Street. The February box, which is Virtual Resort. So these are the strips that were included. There were also some free items included with the subscription box, which I'll show you really quick. I know it's a little waste of time to show you what was included and not get right into my nails, but I just had to because, I mean, look at how cute is that. It's so cute and so soft. Big textures fan. So anyways, enough chit-chatting, let's get into it. I'm going to try to use all of the strips all of the sets that came in the subscription box without any extras. However, I will use this craft punch of a music note because when I looked at this, these sound waves or this in a glitch, which is like my least favorite set out of all of them in the subscription box, it reminded me of like music for some reason or white noise, and so that's why I've got that there. But yeah, let's get started. I'm going to start with this. I know when I did the reveal of the subscription box, and I can never say that word right, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering the word subscription, but when I opened it, I was like the least enthused about this set. And I said I was probably going to cover most of it up, but you know what? I'm going to try to incorporate as much of it as I can. Looking at it more carefully, you know, it's not that bad. It's not like originally I said it looked like throw up. But if you look at it, it's not too bad. Yeah. And I'd like to be able to see it in the sun, so I'm probably going to wear a couple of strips. But I'm definitely not putting it on my thumb, so I can put those away. And I did kind of plan it out ahead of time, sort of. So that's new for me, but I'll show you really quick. This was what I had drawn out. It's chicken scratch to you because it's in code, but it's basically the names of the strips, the initials of the strips, and just my doodling of the strips. So I'm going to try to follow that as closely as possible, and maybe that might help save some of the time. But of course, I have to interpret my own chicken scratch too, and see like, what did I say I was going to put? So I know I was going to use these for my pinkies because even though they're a little bit smaller than my usual, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal because I'm going to be putting something over it. So those are going to go in there. And you know what? Yeah. Pretty sure that's what I had planned. So I can save these for another time to use on my pinkies if I want to use this set again. And then, well, if I can get them in there carefully. Okay. And then I also wanted to use on my middle finger and my pointer finger this set as well. And so based on my drawings, I think it's going to be these two. And I think it was going to be this one was what I'm showing there. So let's see if that's correct. I'm not going to seal them up yet because if they're incorrect, then at least I have the opportunity to fix it with another strip. But for now, I'm going to stuff these in here and then stick these on my fingers. So Most of the time I go from pinky to thumb. However, because this is all mixed up, I'm going to do the fingers that, for each of the sets based off of what I'm going to use them for. So at least it is still starting with pinky. So we've got that. The pinky also I was going to use, so this one's called In a Glitch. And I was going to use Pixel Perspective was the other one I was going to lay over it. So, and I think I was going to do it a little bit off-centered. So let me do that. All right. There we go. So a lot has happened since the last Mixed Manny chat. So I will start off by saying that Friday night was date night with Panda Bear. But it didn't go as fully planned because we were going to go to a Brazilian barbecue place where they weigh your plate and you pay by the pound of food. And Panda Bear was going to go all out, except that he got stung by a bee because he tried to steal some honey. No, he didn't try to steal some honey, but he actually did get stung by a bee, and he had to deal with that before coming to pick me up after work on Friday. And so instead of fasting all day and then being able to eat whatever he wanted at Brazilian barbecue, he ended up having to eat before coming to pick me up. So he wasn't able to eat as much as he originally planned, but he still did end up having a good time with it, and the food was really good, and he even loved it so much that he had us order a to-go plate for my dad, for my pops. So we did that, and what's great about this place, it's called Pampa's Grill in Culver City. If you're ever out in that direction and you're wanting some meat, Brazilian barbecue, Pampa's Grill is really great. Because they weigh your food, your plate, by the pound, you've already paid for it. So if you can't finish what you eat, you can get a to-go box and take it with you, which is different than some of the Brazilian barbecue places where it's all you can eat. When you go to those places, you end up having to just eat all you can eat there, and then that's it, right? So the value in going to Pampa's Grill is that, you know, you pick the amount of food you want to eat, and then you can take some of it to go if you wanted to. So I find that a good value. All right, so we'll come back to the pinky. Next for the In a Glitch was the middle fingers and the pointer fingers. So let's get those done really quick here. And I wanted to use this edge. I'm not a fan of pink as much as some people are, so I like having more of the purple. And so, and actually I was going to punch, was it this finger or was it my pointer finger? I think it was my pointer finger, so this one's okay. I was going to punch a little image of a music note into it, but not for the middle finger, unless I want to, you know, flip people off to show off a music note, and no, that's not really what I want to do, so let's not do that. Let's stick with the pointer finger as the music note. And I hate when this happens. Sometimes when I get busy talking, I get distracted, and then because I already have a base coat, this time I decided to use Orly Bonder because Stacy recommended using that underneath Color Street if you're using like solid strips or whatever, because it will prevent the cracking. So your nails are, you know, they bend, right? And with natural bending comes cracking of nail polish. And since Color Street's 100% nail polish, it will crack if your nails bend. So that's something to know. It is a little annoying if that happens, but if you, according to Stacy, use Orly Bonder, which is this, it's a rubberized base coat, it should prevent that from happening. And so since this is kind of a solid sort of strip, I was like, okay, let's, just in case, put it there, because I do want to have this mani last at least until this weekend, because there's a lot going on this week at the close of the week. So I have work every day, of course. I work, you know, a day job, the usual, roughly 40 hours a week. For me, it's usually a little more than that, but you know, it is what it is. But on Friday, what's awesome is that I have a dinner to go to with my fellow management team, so that's going to be awesome. So I want my nails to look great for that day. And then on Saturday, my friend Na and Diane, we're getting together. So as I mentioned in my last Mixed Mani chat, I helped my friend Na kind of continue finishing her move and organizing her new place. So I spent Sunday doing that. And we're celebrating her birthday, which occurred earlier this month. But we're celebrating it on Saturday. So I want my nails to look great then. I don't know if she's going to want us to do nails. That would be totally fun, but it's up to her, since it's her birthday celebration, what she'll want us to do. Whether it's help her finish, like, organizing her new place. I know she mentioned, like, possibly helping her hang up some, like, wall hangings and stuff like that, and art. And so whatever she wants to do, that is what we'll do. I am going to cook for us, though, which is awesome. I haven't had the chance to cook very much because, like I said, I work 40 plus hours a week, so I'm away from the home a lot, and I'm not the biggest fan of my kitchen here at home. And over the weekend, I did actually cook. I cooked over at my sister-in-law Carla's house, and I made 2 dishes because I'm so extra like that. I had seen a post about Instant Pot whole chicken, and I was like, ooh, that sounds fun to make. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a whole chicken in my Instant Pot. But few weeks ago, maybe a month or 2 ago, I had purchased Vietnamese spring roll fish sauce, and I had purchased that with the intent of making salmon with it. It was a recipe that I was taught by a former college roommate of mine, and I really wanted to make that too. So I cooked both of those dishes, and the salmon was a huge success. Like, everybody loved it. And to the point where I'm like, I want to make it again, and this time for my friends. So that is what we are going to be having, along with Spam fried rice, because why not? That's another thing that I used to love cooking when I was in college. Spam fried rice, because it's easy and absolutely delicious. And so for those that have never had Spam, don't knock it till you try it. I'm a big fan of Spam. Spam with ramen noodles, Spam musubi, which is kind of like a Spam sushi, Spam fried rice. Yeah, Spam is pretty awesome. So Anyways, oh, I could talk about food like all day. Like, I'm a big foodie, literally. And yeah, to the point where I used to be Yelp Elite. So if you post a lot of reviews and stuff on Yelp, they invite you to be a Yelp Elite. And with that recognition, sometimes they have events specifically for those that are Yelp Elite, and you get to eat free food and mingle with other Yelp Elites and stuff like that. And back in the days when I was in my 20s, that was like, yes, sign me up for all of that. That sounds so cool. But now that I am in my 40s, the thought of going to an event with strangers and in a crowd and all that is not as appealing as it was in my 20s. So when they invited me to be Yelp Elite again, I was like, oh, the pressure. Like, Panda Bear and I don't go out as often as we used to. And so it's like, I feel too much pressure to be Yelp Elite and have to like go out and write reviews and stuff like that. So I declined. I didn't want to do it. So yeah. Therefore, no Yelp Elite for me anymore. But yeah. Don't know how we got onto that topic, but we did. So there we are. Let me punch a hole in this. Alright, so the first one I'm going to punch. Oh, yeah. I want to punch it like right here. But why is it sticking so much that it's making it hard to punch it? Here we go. Okay. So let's see, like that. Uh-oh. The punch is stuck. Why is it stuck? What did I do? What did I do? Why are you stuck? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oy vey. Why are you stuck? Let's see here. Of course you don't want to work. Here we go. Peel you off. Which is fine because I didn't want the little punch out anyway. I wanted the negative space because apparently negative space manicures are in right now. And so that's what I wanted this for. But let's see if the execution is going to actually work. Okay, let's see here. Alright. What I wanted to do with this was I wanted it on my pointer finger like this as negative space. Of course, laid down all funky like that. Okay. Oh, no saving that now. It's stuck. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not gonna like this at all. This is not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay. You know, doing this live, without editing and stuff like that, you're gonna see me mess up sometimes. Like all the time. And now, how are we gonna adjust? That's the question. So, yeah, that looks nothing like a music note at all. And you know what? Maybe we can just work with it. Let's just work with that. How are we going to save you? We're just going to put something over you. So, the original plan was we're going to put in a glitch, which is this. And then we were going to put pixel perspective across like this over it. So I could still do that, no problem. And then I was going to put virtual views on that. So you know what? We can still do it. I don't give a F. We are going to do it. Okay. Let's just make it work. Like Tim Gunn says, make it work. For those who used to watch Project Runway. Alright. So I'm going to punch this time facing this way because I want it to be the opposite on this hand. So let's do that. And see if it'll work on this hand the right way. Oof. Okay. Alright, but as I was saying, Saturday it's going to be girls' night in with my friend Na and with my friend Diane. And then Sunday, Panda Bear and I have another comedy show to go to. And if I could remember the comedian's name, I would tell y'all, but I don't remember. Initials start with RB, but I guess we'll save it for the next Mixed Manny Chat when I actually remember the name of the comedian. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it needs to be on this side a little bit because there was a little bit of negative space left on that side. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let go. Let go. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, not even. Not even. My nails are so short. I forget sometimes, you know, when you cut your nails short, sometimes things don't fit right. And that's okay. It's just nails. It's just nails at the end of the day. So it'll just look interesting. It almost looks like a wonky lightning bolt instead of a music note. So I guess those of you who are watching this video, you'll know what it is or what it's supposed to be. But nobody else, people in photos and stuff like that, aren't really going to be able to tell like what it is. And whatevs. It doesn't matter. It's just nails. Okay. So that's it with Inner Glitch because I'm done with this. This is just too much. So I'm going to heat seal. Heat seal you. Ta-da! Ta-da! Heat sealed. Okay. Throw that aside. Next, we are going to do pixel perspective because this beauty is so awesome and I can't wait to use it. So this one's going on the pinky. This one's also going on the pointer, and this one's also going on the thumb, but I'm going to save the one for the thumb for last because we sometimes use these thumbs as tools. So we'll want to save those for last. I probably should have saved the pointer for last too, but it's okay. I still got my thumbs. So what time is it? We got 7 minutes to finish this. 7 minutes. Let's get this done. Let's just speed through this. Speed round. Okay. But I need these for the thumbs. So save those. And then pixel perspective is also going to be on the pointer. So those are usually used for my middle finger. So here's the pointers. And then we're also doing it on the pinkies. And the pinkies... Oh no! Actually on the pointers, we're not going to use this because we're not putting it on the full pointer. What I was going to do was going to use this little mini strip one. And now I'm thinking maybe... No. And then pinky. Pinky, I like to use just the one. And so I'm going to go ahead and use the other pinky one and make my little nail stick. So pointer, thumbs, and pinky. And then these I'm saving. So let's save these. Let's heat seal those. heat seal, y'all. Alright, throw those aside. So, one of these is for my pinky. Because I cut my nails short, it should be able to fit both pinkies with just the one strip. So, we're going to do that. And then the other one I'm going to use to make my nail stick. So, let's go ahead and use the big side on this side. Making sure that I cover any of that negative space that I left with the other one. There we go. And then we're going to cut you so we can use on the other pinky. So who watching got the subscription box? Because it's a mixed bag. Like, some people really love it. Like me, I really loved it. There's others that were just not happy with it, and they've canceled their subscription. And then there's others that are like in between. So I absolutely love this one because so many possibilities. Granted, I'm not a fan of the pink one in a glitch, but the rest of it and the free items I really like. So I'm going to keep on subscribing. And next month's box is called Hidden Treasures. So I'm very interested and very curious as to what they're going to include. I hope it's something beachy. I want seashells. I want palm trees. I want anything tropical, like anything related to maybe starfish would be cool. They mentioned pearlescent. So maybe there's going to be like a opalescent sheen on some of the strips. I'm hoping that if they do that, that it's not like a solid opalescent color, but a clear overlay with an opalescent like color, like kind of like the what were they called? Were they called Secret Agent or Double Agent, or what were those called? But they were called like Alter Ego and like Shapeshifter, Secret Identity, and Undercover. There were 4 different ones that Color Street had overlays that they had came out with, and you basically laid them over like solid colors, and it just made them look different. And I love that. Like, I couldn't get enough of those, and I was sad that they weren't like permanent sets that you can continue ordering. So I'm hoping that the March subscription box is going to have sets that are similar to that, because I really like that. But yeah, for those that did get the February subscription box, have you done your manis yet? Like, if so, like, I'd love to have you share them in my Facebook group, Wendy's Nail Fee Studio. Link is below if you haven't joined my Facebook group yet. So far, I'm the only one sharing my nail fees, but that's okay. People are shy, or people are not as nail obsessed as I am, and that's okay. It's meant for me to share my nail fees with my family and friends, and anyone else who cares to join. So yeah, you guys will see the finished product of this one posted there. And I like to post other like nail fees and like pictures of like manicures and pedicures and all that. I love doing the nails of like my nieces, for example, and also my sister-in-law Carla. I like helping her do her nails, which, you know, she's a Color Street stylist. So if you never tried Color Street, you don't have a stylist, and you want to try it out, I've linked her information below, and you can feel free to make a purchase and support her small business if you'd like. Or if you'd like to contact me directly and try before you buy, I can have my sister-in-law Carla send you a 2Z, which is a 2-finger tester, that you can try it out. I did that with Color Street for the very first time. The Color Street stylist Camille, who was introduced to me by my cousin Jennifer, sent me a twosie of Beijing Beauty, which is the current red solid color that Color Street has. And I tested that out for 10 days with my favorite, like, conventional polish, Ruby Wing color changing nail polish. They don't sell those anymore, which is really sad for me. I'm sometimes able to find, you know, bottles of it on eBay from sellers. But yeah, I know that one day there's going to be no more, and it's going to be sad. But, you know, life goes on. It's just nails, right? But yeah, so she sent me a 2-finger tester, a twosie, as they call them, and I tested it out, and here we are now, 2 years later. Okay, sorry, let me focus. See, I'm bad with this time. It's going to be a 2-parter at least. Okay, but pointer finger was going to have it partially across like this. So let me just do that right now. This way I can totally cover up my mistake there, which is great. It'll look like maybe it's on purpose. But yeah. And here we go. Put that blue over there. And then the other one was going to be the Data Drip, which is this cutout silver. So Color Street had released a mani set called Silver Lust a while back, and I loved it. I used it for my Raiders mani. Go Raiders! Raider Nation! When Panda Bear and I went to go to Vegas to see the Raiders last year, I had done a Raiders themed mani with the black and the silver, and Silver Lust was one of the colors that I used. So love Silver Lust, but that's no longer available. So when I saw these Data Drip in the subscription box, I was ecstatic. I was very happy. So, get to use those today, and I'm very excited. Okay, so, let's see. This goes across, yikes, like this. Is it? Yes. Alright, so we're almost done with this set. And then the next set we'll want to open is Virtual Views, which is this holographic glitter. When I unboxed the subscription box, I was like not enthused by this because I'm like, hey, it looks like Gossip and Glitter and Peaked My Luminosity had a baby, or Glitter Sweet, which are all like other sets that Color Street had. But the more I look at it and the more I see it on manis that people have done, the more I'm like, oh, I was wrong. I misjudged you. You are absolutely gorgeous. So now I'm like, oh, I need to get you on my hands. So the January subscription box, for those that have seen it, the Shades of Love, didn't have any glitter at all, which was shocking, because like there's a lot of people that love glitter, but then again there's people that, you know, aren't glitter fans. So I think they're trying to mix it up, and they're being Color Street. Color Street's just kind of like mixing it up for everyone, and so that's probably why this box was so glittery and shiny and all of that. So yeah, that is my take on it. I don't know. What do you guys think? One thing I do know about this subscription box. I hate saying that word. I'm just going to say sub box from now on. Sub box, because I just can't get that word right. The one thing I didn't like about this sub box was the fact that they did not include a little like brochure showing all the different looks. The other two boxes from December and January both had like little brochures, pamphlets, or someone else had said they call it lookbooks. They had those, and I was collecting them. But this one, the February box, you had to scan the QR code to get all the information on the sets. And that really was not... I was just mad. I don't know how else to say that politely. I was just mad that they didn't include it, and I'm hoping that it was just because this one's called Virtual Resort and they were trying to be like, oh, everything's digital, everything's virtual, that they did that, and that Hidden Treasures in March will have one of those little lookbooks, because, geez, like, I was not happy when that happened. I was like, are you kidding me? I was collecting those. Like, I literally have my binder full of the leftover sets that I have. And I have, like, the little mini, like, brochures that I'm collecting. And now I'm missing February because they decided not to give us one. So, ooh. Anyways, okay. Enough of the griping. Okay, so if I'm looking at this correctly, I wanted virtual views on all 3 fingers here. So I'm going to need all of these middle ones because I'm going to need them. Wow. I just totally glitched there. I paused and couldn't finish my thought. I'm back though. I wonder if my nails are short enough where I could use 1 on 2, because I'm going to totally try that right now. Oh, but one thing is I need to use silver, this data drip, because this one's going to have silver and this one's going to have the silver. So data drip, I'm going to open this one too. And then we'll just seal everything else up. So on my thumb, I was going to do these right here. And then I was going to do the opposite, which was this. Yeah, pretty sure it was this one. So put those. And then I'm going to have just the one for my nail stick. So, alright. The rest we're going to put away. And seal them for another day. Can you believe that next week is the end of February? I just can't fathom, and sorry I shook the camera there. I totally knocked it, so hopefully nobody is like gonna like go crazy seeing the rocking camera. But I cannot believe that next week will be the end of February and then we'll be into March. That's just insane. Like, how is 2020